you thought DeathSpank's adventures were over, think again. DeathSpank Thongs of Virtue picks up exactly where the first downloadable game ended. A literal war zone. Yep, guess that helpless orphan rescue was just the beginning. If you have no idea what a DeathSpank is, it's a crazy action RPG with a lot of humor thrown in for good measure. It comes from the twisted mind of Ron Gilbert, also known as that guy who made Monkey Island. Not a bad bullet point to have on your resume.
I am DeathSpank.
Keeping with the DeathSpank tradition, Thongs of Virtue retains the pretty graphics of the first game and adds even more variety into the mix. The story involves an epic quest to find 6 fabled thongs, pieces of sacred tiny cloth that have begun to corrupt their wearers. The game is much bigger than the first, so big that you'll get your own pirate ship to traverse different locations, like the Wild West and the North Pole. In other words, people who felt that DeathSpank was too short will find a lot more to love in the sequel.
I'm known around these parts as the prostitute with a heart of gold.
The biggest addition to the gameplay is a pretty simple one: guns. You'll get everything from handguns to bazookas, so murdering things seems to be a lot more fun this time around. However, old-fashioned hack and slashers shouldn't worry. All the melee weapons that you know and love will make a return. The changes aren't just limited to weapons though. One of the weakest parts of the original DeathSpank was its tedious fetch quests. They were fine the first few times, but then you just kept doing them, over and over and over. Thongs of Virtue is looking to fix that with a greater variety to its missions. Stuff like carrying explosives through a field without attacking anyone. Hothead Games also mentioned that they plan on adding more adventure game style quests, so that's good news for traditional adventure gamers.
Feeling gung-ho about this really excellent war.
Although I wasn't able to play the entire game, what I saw looks like a lot of fun. The humor and addictive nature of the first game is still intact, but there are a lot more weapons and quests. Fans of DeathSpank will probably want to check this one out when it comes out in late September on Xbox Live Arcade and the PlayStation Network. For more info on DeathSpank Thongs of Virtue, head over to IGN.com.